Last time, on Whiskey Ridge...
The festival games continued with Elsie Carter winning the knife throwing and Sassafras Southern winning the rifle shooting competitions. Wyatt Woodley won both the arm wrestling and the bare knuckle boxing contests, much to the chagrin of Buck and his betting money. Buck tried to convince Biggs McKinnon that he was poor and arranged to hide the silver dollar's money with Tall Pine in case there's a robbery attempt. At the bull riding competition, Tanner and Buck gathered up some coins that had fallen out of Josiah's pockets, but were both gored by the bull in the process. Tanner held on to win the bull riding competition, but they're both now in need of a doctor. The festival continues.
Last time on Whiskey Ridge.
Ciao!
The first thing we're going to do is Stanley. We need to decide how much money you've gotten from selling your elixirs during the festival. So you're going to get 5 gold per elixir, and you're going to roll a D100
Oh, shit.
for how many elixirs you sold. If you roll a double
Entendre.
number, like a crit, you get to roll again.
And add that score.
Yes.
Is everything a crit that's double? Everything that's double a crit?
Yes.
All right. Don't fuck this up.
God, I hope it's a 1. Are you multiplying 78 by 5?
Yeah.
Awesome.
With a calculator.
Holy shit.
390.
So that was it? You got 390 gold from selling elixirs.
And
Damn.
and syphilis.
And technically speaking, you sold 78 elixirs.
Well, not technically speaking. Actually speaking.
Literally speaking. All right. So that's a pretty good haul.
Wait,
Add
so I don't know as though I've been keeping track of this too well.
Jesus Christ.
He's going to listen to 18 episodes to figure out he just has 20 gold.
Oh, I know I sold because I got a bunch of rerolls. I think the rerolls were the 3, man.
But that's what the 78 you just rolled is. That's all the elixirs you sold.
No, that's all the elixirs at the festival that I sold.
Oh, Christ.
Not before that, right, Matt?
Yeah, technically that's true.
Don't stop saying that. I'm saying technically, like it's some kind of technicality.
Is it literally true?
Isn't it?
Technicality.
It's
All right.
it's an actuality.
So we're going to say you have 410 for now.
Okay.
Mr. Buck McCabe.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you right now that you have lost some money because you,
Suck at gambling.
when you're raising the new tailor shop, you promised everyone in town free drinks.
That's right, I forgot about that.
And then you're going to lose a little bit because there was still a blood stain in the bar this morning.
No
Wait a minute. This is coming out of his personal pocket and not the business account?
Well, they're kind of both the same
I
for
have
him.
to talk to Sarah about that one.
I keep the books.
This is all right off.
Yeah. I mean, my cost for a cask of beer is pretty cheap.
I mean, it is before income tax time, so
I'm not worried.
No,
I'm not too worried
what I'm
about
saying
it.
is there are no income taxes. Income taxes didn't start till 1913.
So we're going to do 4 rolls, and you're going to get 400 gold for each one that you succeed at.
Wait. He's getting money?
Yeah, this is for this, like the take of the silver dollar over the weekend.
Oh, okay. And he gets 400?
Per successful roll.
That is bullshit.
Don't worry, I'll get 0.
Look, I've got 65 gold right now. If anybody's worried about being low on cash, it should be me.
Oh, I'm not worried.
All right, do you want a good one or a bad one? to start off.
Let's do bad.
That's probably cook.
Oh, Christ.
Now, I think on Friday you failed this roll, so people were not impressed with your cooking at the Silver
Yep.
Dollar. They go there for a good time, they go there for drinks, but they don't go there for the food.
Not yet.
It's like Kilkenny's.
Buck's rolling on a 24. A 52 for a fail.
All right, they still don't like your cooking, but they're not like puking. It's not like sending them out the door.
Yeah. It's like Kilkenny's. You're not going for the Irish stew.
All right, unfortunately, this one's only slightly better. This is your pure business skill.
God.
Well, we know that Buck is not great at business.
This is where the satchels of grain are going to come back and get me. All right, rolling on a 25. 64 for a fail.
To my knowledge, you have not succeeded on a business roll ever.
Technically.
How is he one of the most? How is he one of the most wealthy people in town? Owns a business, but is so shitty at business.
We sell a lot.
This
of
story's
whiskey.
got holes in it. All right.
It's one word, Sarah.
Oh,
She should be rolling these. I'm not cooking.
This one is going to be athletics or fortitude.
This is some bullshit. All right. Let's just fucking go athletics. On a 30. Hey, 30.
30. That roll was to basically just to keep up with all the customers at the bar. And your last roll is observation or logic to know what needs to be done.
Rolling on an observation on a 75. Or a fail. 78.
Wow.
All right, so you got 400. That ain't nothing.
Pretty fucking close.
Tanner,
yep.
I'm going to say that before you bailed on your duties
Which ones?
to the Dawsons,
Mm-hmm.
they gave you 20 gold.
All right.
And then Ponyboy comes in and gives you a telegram. And there is $100 attached to it, like as a money transfer wire.
Western Union.
Yeah, exactly. So you got 100 from that, but
Uh-oh.
there is a message attack that says
Uh-oh.
lack of progress in 1 week will result in agent recall.
Oh, shit.
Like a total recall?
No.
So they're not happy with your progress
Well, this festival ain't helping.
or lack of.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, Tanner had to ingratiate himself with the locals. Therefore, he had to go to this festival, which took up 3 days. So I think the government needs to chill the fuck out.
Is that a telegram?
Yeah.
Condense that into 12 words.
Okay. Give me a couple minutes.
But I think as Tanner, I think you've gotten to like this place, if I can speak for you for a second. And I think you would be not happy about the prospect of having to leave.
Yeah, that is true. Tanner has met some people here that he really likes. Some people that he doesn't like so much. He did get stabbed once or twice or thrice. But yeah, he's enjoying being in Whiskey Ridge, and he really likes. He enjoyed the festival. He thought that was a real good time.
What is Tanner's goal, according to the government?
That's classified.
That's top secret.
Do we not know that?
The question is, does Sean know that?
I know what it is. Yeah, I know.
Is that public information?
It's not public.
You're going to need to file a FOIA request.
You're not you're not investigating the silver dollar for tax evasion, are you?
Well, shoot. Now we have a bit of a situation.
There are no taxes.
Are you an IRS agent?
No, I know what Tanner's goal is.
Hey, Tanner, did you get yourself a telegram there?
Yeah, sure did, friend. Yep, got a couple bits of gold too.
Nice.
Look to maybe talk to Rose a little bit later about that.
Put it to good use. Government sent you money, huh?
They sure did.
That's good. They reimburse you for all your out of pocket.
Oh yeah. They they're kind of a pain to work for, but they pay the bills.
All right. Say, I don't think I ever asked you, but what is your official capacity here in Whiskey Ridge? What's the government got an interest in?
Is there any place we can maybe speak a little bit more privately about this situation? I don't want to talk out in the open here for prying ears and eyes and whatnot.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I got an office here. It's Bart's cleaning closet.
I was gonna ask if that was that. Oh jeez.
So let's step in there. I cleaned out the puke bucket because that lazy sack of shit didn't do it.
Yeah, man, that checks out. That's fine.
Yeah, 1 gold a month is quite a hefty sum for him.
You pay him too much money. I'm just joking. He's a good guy.
All right, yeah, let's step in
So
there.
you guys
Mhm.
step into this closet, and it's only like about a foot wide, so you guys are really pressed right up against each other.
Perfect. All right, Buck, here's the deal. You know about these murders that have been going on around here, these disappearances and such. That is, in fact, why I'm here. It didn't start here in Whiskey Ridge. This is where the path has led me. It has come across from the east to the west.
No kidding.
Then I ended up here. I've been chasing this thing for a better part of a year now. I gotta get to the bottom of this. The government is right up my ass, and I gotta figure this thing out.
What do you mean you've been chasing it? What's it?
I don't know. People just getting disappeared, people just dying randomly in weird places and weird poses, like everything that we've seen. There's a pattern to it, and I'm just following as best I can, but every time I catch up, it just gets right on going.
Are the other murders similar with, like undergarments wrapped around heads and poses and...
Yeah, that's right. And I don't know if this is related to the pigmen or if the pigmen are a separate incident. I don't know. I'd never seen any pigmen until I got here.
This is interesting information. I think this will be helpful in the investigation. You don't mind that I stick with you, because I think I got some good insights as far as getting to the bottom of this.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I think that's a great idea. And again, my being a Pinkerton and all, it's just between you and me. I'm just a cowhand up to Boone's farm, right?
Absolutely. I wouldn't mind, but before we get out of this stinking closet, do you have a list of the victims from east to west?
I'd have to go back into my satchel and get that, but I don't got that on my persons right now.
Be curious to see if there was similarities in the victim type.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good call.
Might help us narrow down the perpetrator.
Like I said, that's what I've been trying to do, but it's kind of one step forward and 2 steps back, and a lot of ins and outs and what have yous.
Wonder if it's got anything to do with the green man people talk about.
See, I don't know if the green men are part of the pigmen or...
You never heard of that out east, right?
No, not out east, but I certainly heard of it up to Boone's farm, and then over to Dawson's Creek, they were talking about it too over there.
Wonder if it's non-corporeal.
I thought it was just Aurora Borealis, but yeah, non-corporeal makes more sense.
Oh, that's what I meant, actually. That's what I meant, Aurora Borealis.
Oh, all right.
I don't even know what non-corporeal means.
I don't either. I was just saying words.
Yeah, I just might have made that up. Anywho, let's get out of here. But
Yeah,
secret's safe. Maybe we'll wrap this jamboree up, and we gotta get back on this case.
Yeah, I got to get back to it. Otherwise, I'm going to lose my funding, lose my job.
No, we don't want that.
Certainly not.
We got to keep you around here. Hopefully, I don't want more murders to happen, but we got to have some kind of reason to keep you in Whiskey Ridge.
That is true.
But we won't do any murders ourselves, like stage them.
Not murders, but if someone has to get, cut down, they...
Oh, yeah, if somebody has to get murdered, we'll murder them, but we
Yeah,
won't
yeah,
do it
exactly.
to, like, innocents.
Not intentionally for innocence, right?
We're kidding now, right? We're just
Or unintentionally for innocence. Yeah, we're just spitballing out here.
we're just joking. Okay.
Yeah, we're only funning.
Sort of though. Maybe.
We'll see what happens.
Okay.
I have a loaded question, and before you give me the answer that's obvious, I want you to actually think about this. Did you report the murder of the guy with the beer bottle to the government?
No, not yet, because that's so new. That just happened yesterday.
But would you?
I think that's going to really depend on whatever information we can get about that, because it seems to be unrelated to some of the other murders and could have just been part of the festival shenanigans that have been going on.
Okay.
So it's not out of the question, but the answer is not a yes right now, but it's not a no either. It's more details are needed.
Okay, that's a good answer.
Yeah, the fellow with the bottle impalement, he wasn't very, that's not a very unique style of a way to pass in Whiskey Ridge, but...
There's a lot of stabbings with bottles out here.
That's Wednesday, but having your undergarments tied around your neck and shoved fucking white rice in your stomach, that's unique.
And that bulldog sauce.
We'll get to the bottom of that, too.
Damn right.
All right, let's get a beer.
You guys open up the door of the closet, and Stanley is standing right there.
What are you guys talking about?
Oh, hey, Stanley.
Hey, Stanley.
Talking about some non-corporeal or something like Aurora Borealis or something? I don't even know what those words mean. What do you get?
Well, Aurora Borealis is what is known as the Northern Lights. It is a phenomenon.
Are you some kind of witch doctor?
Yeah.
It's a phenomenon?
Yeah, it's like the Australis Borealis, Southern Lights. You ever heard of that one?
I don't even know what.
In non-corporeal, that's just a word we made up.
Yeah, we're just talking fun is all.
Is there anything you guys want to do in the bar?
For Tanner, not specifically in the bar, but he is still relatively injured from everything that's happened. I think I got trampled by a bull. So I think he'd probably like to go see the doctor. Not the witch doctor.
You can go to Octavius or Hacksaw.
Oh, actually, hey, Tanner.
Yeah?
We're meant to talk to Hacksaw, I think.
Oh. Yeah, but why? I don't remember.
Mayor wanted us to talk to him.
But what do you need to talk to this gentleman about? You were going to help me find my family's plot of land.
Oh, yeah. I'm putting Jeff and Tall Pine on that. As soon as they get down, their schedules are not set. So basically, when they roll in, I'm going to ask them about the canyons. And I'd love for you to show them that map. Or maybe I'll show them. They don't take too kindly to strangers.
Or brothers-in-law.
Or me.
That sounds like a deal.
or brothers.
I will tell you that the reason you were going to talk to Hacksaw was basically Abner Benny.
Oh, the tailor.
Because he killed him, right?
All the mayor said is to talk to him about Abner Benny, but you also know that a lot of people in town suspect Hacksaw of
burning down his business.
Yeah. You know, Buck, on second thought, maybe we go to see Octavius to get healed up and then go talk to Hacksaw about the goings-on. I'm not so sure I want Hacksaw stitching me up, you know?
Yeah, it's a weird nickname for a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go see Octavius.
All right, let's go.
And we'll circle back with Hacksaw. Stanley, you coming?
Yeah. I'll come with.
Yeah, how you feeling in general, Stanley? Any any adverse reactions from that spider buckle going into your body?
Generally feel okay, but I haven't been 100% since then.
Yeah, how's that?
I don't know. I just feel a little strange.
Like a general
A
malaise?
little bit of an out of body kind of feeling.
Have you had weird dreams?
Now that you mention it, I have had some vivid dreams.
Interesting. Have you been drinking a lot of your elixirs?
No, I don't touch that shit.
Okay, that's good.
I don't fuck around with that. I do drink my some of my elixir from time to time, but it's expensive stuff. I don't want to drink all my profits. It's how I make my living these days.
So you have this conversation as you guys are strolling up to the doctor's house, and you knock on the door, and he sees the three of you. Gentlemen, come in.
Dr. Morgan.
Good to see you.
Has your voice gotten
Hey, Doc.
rougher
Bob?
since the last time I saw you?
Gotta remember it. I don't know. Maybe I've been having a rough night. Didn't sleep much.
Yeah. Same here, Doc. I got some wounds I could use some attending to.
Doc, I've got an elixir for that. 5 gold. I'll get you some. I can go fetch a bottle of that right now, and I'll tell you what, you'll be sleeping like a baby.
I don't want to run you off, but sure. Why don't you bring one by later?
Okay, that sounds good.
It's good to see you up and about. How have you been feeling?
I'm feeling okay, but I don't know, just a little off. Can't explain it, but not 100% myself at this point.
May I? And he starts lifting your shirt up out of your pants.
What are you doing?
I just want to check you out.
Oh, check what out?
Your genitals.
For what purpose? Here in front of everybody?
Oh, you're right. We'll wait till later. Sorry.
Okay.
I don't have the best bedside manner.
Yeah.
But gentlemen, come in. Have a seat at my table. Anyone like a drink?
What do you have?
I've got and goes over to his table and he's kind of shuffling some bottles, and you see that there's bourbon and creme de menthe and what looks like formaldehyde and that stuff that barbers put their combs in.
I'll take a bourbon, Doc.
Barberside?
Barbasol.
I thought you were going to say, I got some purple stuff. Sunny D.
Sunny D.
Let's see, we got some soda, purple stuff.
Three Sunny D's.
I'll take that third option that you mentioned there, Doc.
Barberside?
The purple stuff.
Nope.
We'll take 3 bourbons, Doctor.
What can I do you for, anyway?
Well, we came to get patched up. We got maimed by a bull, Minute.
Oh, you did the contest? Listen, if I could give you some advice, don't stand in front of a charging bull.
Yeah, that's good advice.
You know something, Doc? We probably could have heard that about 45 minutes to an hour ago. But here we are.
Tanner actually rode the bull, but we got maimed trying to pick up some change on the ground.
8 seconds.
Oh, very nice, very nice. All right, well, is Stanley hurt at all?
No, he just feels a little off.
Interesting. Anyway, on to Tanner.
Jesus.
Oh, hey, Doc. I'm feeling a bit battered.
All right, you're going to get a D4 back. How about if you guys roll it?
3.
Tanner gets 3 health back.
I'm just feeling a little bit whooped now, but I'm otherwise okay.
He moves on to Buck. What happened to you?
I got mauled.
Same as Tanner here, I
Yeah,
suppose.
pretty much. Couple horn holes, couple of foot stomps.
Now you know to be more careful than that, Buck. You're getting up there in age.
Yes, sir. I'm only 35, but yeah, I take your point.
You look like you're 70.
Yep. Yeah, I get that a lot. I take it as a compliment, I guess.
You shouldn't take it as that.
Oh, D4, eh? Okay, got me a 1. Might as well have rolled business.
Not sure I can do much for you there, Buck. Looks like you got a nasty bump, but should probably just get some rest.
Rest? But the square dance is coming up.
Oh, you don't say. Maybe I should head down for that. That could be a good time. Unless you guys have anything else you want from Doc Ock, you can head on your way.
Last thing, Doc. You ain't heard or seen anything that strikes you as otherworldly lately, have you?
You got any leads on those books, Doc? Any places we might be able to go look?
No, that's your job.
You keep saying that.
If you find anything, I can help translate or maybe make some sense out of it. But
All right.
I don't. My days of going out adventuring are over.
All right, Doctor, we'll get out of your hair here, and we'll let you know if we come across anything. You're our man of non-corporeal things.
What did you say?
Non-corporeal?
Oh, don't mind him.
Corporeal.
Are you familiar?
God. Of course.
What does it mean? It just popped in my head one day, and I kept saying it. I can't stop saying it.
Look at this man here, and he pokes Stanley in the stomach.
Ow.
Says, you see that?
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
Ow! Stop
Is
that.
he non-corporeal?
No, he's corporeal. He's got a body.
Oh.
Now you see this? And he
Oh.
pokes on his other side, and there's nothing there.
Yeah.
That's non-corporeal. There is no body.
Nobody.
There's nobody. There's nobody there.
Oh, there's no body. Non-corporeal. No body.
Nobody or no body?
Not like this one. And he pokes Stanley again.
Ow! God,
That's corporeal.
Stanley takes 1 damage. Okay, I think I get it.
That's the kind of knowledge I can impart to you, fellas.
That's fantastic, Doc.
I wonder why that popped in my head.
I don't know, Buck, but man, that's good. We asked the Doc here. Now we know what it means.
And knowing is half the battle.
Go, Joe. Whatever that means.
Right.
Let's go hit up the Doc Hacksaw real quick, and then go to Boone's farm.
I'm going to ask him again before we go asking him any other questions
Ask him what?
to heal me up a little bit more. I'm going to double dip, if you will.
How many bullets you got left
4.
in your body?
Well, I don't know about in my body, but I am whooped.
Well, what's your damage?
4.
Holy shit!
We should be clear about how we're talking about this, because we're saying bullets. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know either. If does that mean damage, or that's how much health you have?
I was just saying damage. Like, I've got 4 damage right now.
I don't even know what health means.
So technically, everyone has like 15 hit points, right?
Right, exactly.
So everyone has 15, but Tanner has 4 damage. And how much damage do you have, Jay?
I have 3 damages.
Okay.
What I call 3 bullets, because you click on a bullet.
Yeah. Okay. So from now on, a bullet means damage.
I got 3 damage.
I like how we established that bullet now means that, and then you go back to just saying damage instead.
Well,
Yeah.
the bullets represent lucidity as well, and that's a very different.
So
type
that's
of
where my
damage.
problem lies. I have 3, 6, 7, 8 lucidity. I'm in the shaken, not stirred category.
Oh man,
That explains some things.
it certainly does.
And I don't know if there's
I don't think Hacksaw Jim Duggan's going to help you with that.
He is not a psychologist or a psychiatrist.
If he pulls out the drill, go outside.
You're about to get lobotomized.
Yeah, he's going to try to take the crazy out of your head.
that just might work.
So you guys walk through the door of Hacksaw's barbershop / surgery, and the little bell goes ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Oh.
You step inside.
Oh, hey, Hacksaw.
Hey, brothers. I haven't seen you in here before.
Hey, Mr. Duggan.
That's my first time in here.
Yeah, what can I get you? Haircut? Teeth loose?
I could
Surgery?
I could use a trim.
Need a limb removed?
Negative.
No, I don't need a limb removed, but I do have a couple of wounds that I could use sutured up if you are capable of such.
Sure thing, brother.
All right.
Can someone describe this room?
It's fucking dirty.
Oh my, it's very dirty.
Yeah, actually, why don't you all just say whatever you want about it?
It's got a same table / dry sink that the morgue has, with
Dirtier, right?
skeleton standing up,
That's an assistant.
probably for studious reasons. Apothecary style chest of drawers, and a couple of barber chairs.
Appears to be is that a wheelchair?
There is a wheelchair in here.
And a little rocking chair in
And
there as well.
Maybe a bathtub.
So this chair here is for cutting hair. This chair here is for dentistry.
Jesus, they're only but 18 inches apart.
What's this chair for?
That's for surgery.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I thought that was a psychology bench.
There looks to be like an axe on the dirty counter.
And a saw as well. If I'm seeing that right.
Yeah, say, Mr. Duggan, were you a surgeon in the war? That's where you got most of these tools, it looks like.
Probably the last time these tools were cleaned, too. Am I right?
Yeah, probably.
Ain't much use for cleaning out here.
I don't know about that.
So the truth is, he basically is a dentist, and he is the surgeon, in air quotes, because he can do dentistry. And they're, like, vaguely similar. So, like, just nobody else knows how to do anything.
All right. Well,
Okay.
I might have changed my mind when I walked in here and saw the state of affairs in this room.
Never mind that, brother. Sit down over here. And he grabs you, and he hauls you over to the chair, and he throws you down.
Oh, shoot.
Let me just wrap that up for you.
All right.
Anything else? Hey, Buck, why don't you have a seat in the barber chair? I'll get to you in a minute.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Clark, you look like you could have a cavity. I'll take care of that in a minute.
I don't have that exactly, but you know any psychologists around here? Psychiatrists?
You can talk to me if you want to lay down on this couch.
Yeah, maybe when you're done suturing up Tanner.
It's not a suture, just some bandages now. They'll heal just fine. on their own.
No. I think that wound was big enough for a suture. Wouldn't you say, Dr. Duggan?
Roll a d4.
1.
That sounds about right.
So you get one back. But while Jim Duggan is tending to Tanner, you guys can have a conversation if you want. You can ask him whatever.
I'd like to maybe roll an observation in here.
Okay.
Like maybe I get up out of the chair and just walk around, say my leg's cramping up. Just take a casual look around.
That's fine.
All right, Buck's rolling an observation on a 75. He rolls a fucking 78. I'm shaking out the sillies.
Not having a good rolling night.
No. Cost me 1,200 gold.
Yeah, so you see the implements of destruction that he has in here, but nothing looks out of the ordinary. You've been in here a few times. You try to stay out of here, but you've occasionally had like a dental problem.
Yep.
So nothing looks out of the ordinary to you.
Okay.
That about wraps her up, Tanner.
Thanks, Hacksaw.
That'll be 5 gold.
Oh, you know, I don't know. Look, I think we might need to talk about that. You patched me up a little bit, but I don't know if it's 5 gold worth. We probably should have negotiated this.
He goes over and picks up his hacksaw and brings it back.
Mr. Duggan, I'll take care of that. Put that on my bill.
I pay my own debts. I'll give you that 5 gold.
What are you, a Lannister?
All right, so Buck pays him?
No, I paid. I took 5 gold out of mine.
Oh, Tanner paid him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Buck, a little off the top, and he gets out his barber shears.
Yeah, just a trim.
Looks like a little on the top's all you got.
Yeah, there ain't much up there.
He's snipping around, and he's, like, putting some mustache cream and twirling your mustache up.
All right, appreciate that. But I do have a couple of puncture wounds from Manute Bull's horn.
Oh, geez, you too?
Yeah.
Well, show it to me now, brother.
All right, Buck unbuttons his vest, then unbuttons his white shirt, takes his shirt off.
Ooh.
And you guys notice a bunch of whip mark scars on his back, but they're old. And a couple of fresh puncture wounds. Yeah, those are the holes, Doc. Maybe you could put something in them. I don't know, whatever you do.
Sure. Got something right here. Start shoving some loose teeth into your holes and wrapping them up.
That's not true.
No, he's bandaging you up. You can roll a d4.
That's not true.
That's another one.
Jesus. Every roll today has been shit. Including the one that Matt let you have that was not a roll.
Well, that's just a technicality.
How about you, little man? Can I check your eyes?
My eyes?
Yeah, you see you're wearing glasses there.
I don't think so. I go to a very
Let me see that. And he takes them off of your face.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna need those back.
Now, what do you see? Now, he stands over here and he's like, read this chart.
E.
No, there is no chart. That was a test.
Oh.
You got pretty bad eyesight.
I just knew that the top one was always E. I'll tell you what. If you give me those glasses back, I'll let you give me a trim.
You got yourself a deal, brother. Goes around back, and he pulls your hat off, and you have this luxurious, long, styled hair.
You know how to feather hair?
Just look at me. I got the hair of a champion.
That's not what I would consider feathering.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at it.
On second thought,
Dangles it in your face.
well, before you start here, what do you get for a haircut?
2 gold.
2 gold.
I'll have you looking real nice for the square dance.
Oof. All right.
All the ladies will be coming for you.
All right. I'll do it.
All right. Snip, snip, snip.
Say,
And he's actually doing like a pretty good job. This guy is a pretty good barber.
oh. Say,
He's just not good at anything else.
what, have you seen anything weird around here in the last couple of weeks?
Weird. What hasn't been weird in Whiskey Ridge?
Something that's, hard to explain that you hadn't never seen before?
I don't know. Roll psychology.
Everybody?
Just Stanley.
All right. I've got a 30. And I did a crit fail of an 88.
Why are you asking me that, brother? I don't like it.
know. I just,
And then he shaves your head.
I've seen some stuff around here. I haven't been to Whiskey Ridge in a long time, and maybe when I was a baby, and it just seemed like maybe there's stuff happening here that doesn't happen in other towns.
Hacksaw Jim don't know nothing about that.
Well, that's a shame.
Can I have a sidebar of non-character talk?
Yes.
Is it just Stanley that knows that Jim has seen a green man or a green-eyed thing or a green something? Or is that common knowledge? He has, right?
I don't believe Stanley was there, but Whisper told you that he thinks Hacksaw has seen that, yes.
Okay.
You don't know that he's seen it, and actually Stanley doesn't know anything about it, I don't think.
Okay.
Well, that should take care of things, brothers. You're all looking spiff and spanly for the square dance.
Well, I thank you.
Say, Mr. Duggan,
Yes, Buck?
back to what Stanley was inquiring about. I haven't told many people this, but I was out on the ridge checking some rabbit snares, and I seen something weird, like a green man out in the distance, and couldn't tell if my eyes were playing tricks on me, but I think what he was getting at is like I know you've been out here a while and you got some business out in the plains and out in the desert sometimes. Is there any, you ever seen anything like that?
I'm gonna have you roll observation, but I'm also gonna actually give me a deduction roll as well. You can all do the deduction.
Ooh, nice.
Rolling on a 30. Success with a 7.
Oh my gosh.
Rolling on a 75. 32. Success.
Rolling on a 65. 23. Success.
Now that's got to be worth something there, Matthew.
Hell yeah.
Give me that observation first.
Rolling on a 75.
Is that all of us or just Jay?
That's just Jay.
Oh, shit. That's a 99.
You done fucked up.
That's bad.
That's a big time fail. God damn it.
You're looking at him while you're talking about this, and he kind of looks uncomfortable. But in the end, he's kind of like, sounds pretty weird, brother, I have to say. Now, what the three of you have realized is that from what Whisper has told you and the layout of the town and what Stanley has actually seen, although I don't know if he's told you that, this shop is the closest to where people see the green lights.
The tailor shop is.
Yeah, but the tailor shop is burnt down, so this is now the
remnants of the remnant. Oh. So the hacksaw shop is closest now that the tailor shop is burned down.
Right. So if anyone was likely to see these lights, it's him because he would be the closest shop to it.
All right.
Now, unfortunately, you can't really use this information because you failed your other rolls.
Damn it.
Can Tanner roll a convince to try and pry a little bit more detail out of Hacksaw?
You can ask him something, and then
Tanner's gonna be like, "Look, Hacksaw, I appreciate you patch me up here. That's mighty fine of you. Kind.
Anytime, brother.
Yeah. Can I ask you a sensitive question? It might be a little uncomfortable.
Is it about my righteous hair, brother?
It's more to deal with your shop here and maybe some things that are going on in the town that we might want to get a little bit of a better handle on.
What do you want to know?
Well, sir, there's a rumor going around town that kind of implicates you in the tailor shop falling to the ground.
And he just starts laughing. This again, huh?
Yeah, I hate to even ask. I hate to ask.
Everybody in town knows I didn't like Abner Benny. He was weak and he was a fool. But I didn't do nothing to him. He went missing before his shop even burned down. They didn't find any bones in the fire, so he didn't die in there. I don't know where the hell he is, but you ask me, he just ran off. Probably set his own building on fire.
Can I roll a psychology on that response?
Yes.
Rolling on a 70. Rolls a 61.
You get the sense that what he just told you is true.
All right. Look, again, I apologize, Hacksaw. I didn't want to come across as too forward on this whole thing, but, people talk in this town.
They sure do.
As far as I can tell. I just got here, but it seems like there's a lot of talking.
They're a bunch of mealy-mouthed mushheads.
At the end of the day, I think what we all want to do, the four of us in this room, is make sure that this town is well taken care of. Am I right?
Absolutely.
That's what I tried to do with all my skills.
If you think of anything that might help us, figure out what happened with the burning down of the tailor's shop and the missing of him and all, can you let us know? I know you don't like him, and, maybe he doesn't like you, but at the end of the day, we're, you guys are all residents in this beautiful town, so you should look after each other.
I want you to roll some kind of, charisma or, how likable are you?
Ingratiate, convince.
Yeah, either one of those, or just
I'm going to go with convince because it's higher.
okay. That's fine.
Rolling on a 60, rolls a 16.
Okay, he's like, Tanner, I appreciate you asking me questions before you jump to conclusions like everybody else in this town. I'll tell you one thing that always struck me as strange. Abner, he disappeared. Like I said, he disappeared before his shop burned down. The night he disappeared was the night of the comet.
I'm sorry, a comet?
Yeah, 2 days before his shop burned down, there was this kind of green streak in the sky. We thought it was a comet. The very next day, Abner goes missing. I hadn't seen him since. 2 days after that, his shop burns down. I don't know, I didn't like Abner, like I said, but I didn't wish him any harm. I hope somebody finds him.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you telling me that. Thank you, Hacksaw. I appreciate that. Out of character, who was the last? Somebody else mentioned a comet. Who the hell was it?
Haley.
It might have been Buck.
This is the second time that we've heard something about a comet, though, right? Like I swear.
Oh, it was in my vision quest.
Oh, it was,
Yeah.
and it was green, right?
Yeah.
All right, back into character.
Mr. Duggan, you said something about a green comet?
That's right. You must have seen it, Buck, that night. About, 3 weeks ago.
And that was the night that Taylor Abernathy went missing?
It's the Taylor Abner Benny.
Taylor Abner Benny?
Yeah, we call him Abenaki just to make fun of him. He didn't like that too much.
Yeah, I know.
That's a great joke.
What else you know about this green comet?
That's all. Most people in town probably saw it that night. It wasn't in the sky too long, but it was long enough for people to see. And then it streaked down to the south.
Was that over by Krampus Farm?
I said south, not southeast.
Well, sorry, I keep getting my directions confused.
Damnedest thing, I thought I might have heard like an explosion that night, but that could have been just in my head. I've taken a lot of hits in the head over the years. With this here 2x4.
This is pretty interesting.
Yeah, these are great details. We appreciate this.
I'm going to kind of move us along. I'm just going to tell you, you're not really going to get anything else out of him.
Well, thanks for all the details, Doc. We'll catch you around.
Yeah, Dr. Duggan, thank you. What do I owe you for the trim and the patch?
Just allow me to wet my whistle at the Silver Dollar, brother.
Anytime, my friend.
Hey, Buck, put those on my tab. Give him 2 drinks on my tab.
Okie dokie.
You're all right, Tanner.
And he gives you one of those, like, Arnold Schwarzenegger forearm handshakes.
Yeah. Yeah, Tanner shakes back.
You mean a Donald Trump handshake?
Get this fool out of my shop. I pity him.
I think that's somebody else.
Hey, fellas, look, I got to run up to Boone's farm right quick. Things didn't go as good as they possibly could have, and I made the mistake of going over to Dawson's Creek, which was enlightening, but otherwise a mistake. And they got Chaw up there, and he needs a good looking after. So I'm gonna go back up there and talk to Jackson, see if I can get gainful employment again, just to get the lay of the land and keep myself with the funds flowing. And you guys are more than welcome to come along if you want.
Yeah, I actually need to pick up a couple of things for the last night of the Jamboree.
All right.
Maybe some pork and some, eggs and shit.
Yeah. Stanley, you might be able to sell a couple of elixirs up there to those boys if you want to go along.
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right.
Okay. All right, so you guys ride up to Boone's farm in between the events. If I didn't say that before, there is a significant break in between the last event and the square dance, so you have a little time to do whatever. Tanner decides to go up to Boone's farm and officially try and rejoin with the Boones.
Boone's goons.
You ride up and Chaw sees you guys coming.
Tanner,
Hey, Chaw. Tanner approaches the fence.
good to see you, Tanner.
Good to see you, Chaw. How you doing?
I grew 2 inches today.
Jesus, you don't stop, do you?
I don't stop till I reach the top.
Oh, I love that. That's great. That's going to become big at some point in time.
Who's this guy?
Who? This guy right here in the hat?
Yeah, he's fancy.
You know what, Chaw? He is fancy. That's Stanley Clark. He's Southern. He's a Southern
I
gentleman.
call him Fancy Man.
Well, maybe, I don't know. You talk to him about that. I'll let him, discuss that with you. But yeah, he is a fancy man.
And he steps over the fence, like without even having to jump over it.
Hello, Fancy Man.
Hello. Well, my name is actually Stanley. What's your name?
Fancy.
Stanley.
Stansley. Stan.
Yeah,
Ch-
that's close
I'm
enough.
Chaw.
I'm pleased to meet you, Chaw.
And he waves at Buck.
Hi, Buck.
Hey, Chaw. How you doing, buddy?
I grew 20 pounds today.
Good job, buddy.
And you see Al is in the corral, too. He waves at you guys.
Hey, Al.
Hey, Al. How's it going, buddy?
it's good.
Love that hat.
It's a great hat, Al.
You want me to get Jackson for you?
Yeah, would you kindly?
go get that.
All right, Al.
He runs into the house. Chaw says,
You here to come back, Tanner?
I'm coming back, Chaw. I hope Jackson Boone will have me. I understand the mistakes that I made. Going over there to Dawson's Creek, I shouldn't have done that. But I did learn what kind of man he is, and I did not like it.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I feel the same way, Chaw.
Jackson comes out. He's got his thumbs in his belt loops.
Well, well. The prodigal son returns.
Oh, geez. Look, man, Mr. Boone, I'd like to apologize first and foremost and let you know that leaving here was a huge mistake, and I truly regret that. It was nothing personal, but at the end of the day, it became very personal. I did not like who that Roy Dawson was. He's not an honorable man like you are. If I can, I'd like to come back and work for you again.
I'm glad you learned that lesson, Tanner. Sorry it took so long for you to learn it. Let me ask you something.
Sure thing.
Why'd you join him in the first place?
Well, sir, I had this idea in my head that he wasn't as good as he could possibly be, and then I was trying to think of a way that I might be able to use some of those information to come back to you, but the whole thing just got real confusing, and I just didn't think it was a good idea, but by then I'd already made the decision and just got all wrapped up in it, you know what I mean? And
That doesn't make a lick of sense.
I know, I hear you, but here's the thing. At the end of the day, if there's any information that you would like about Roy Dawson and his character that I can provide to you, I wasn't there very much. I only stopped in to try and sell Buck a shitty cow, so I never even got into the details of what kind of shenanigans he's up to, but he's not a good character. He's not a good man like you, sir.
I appreciate that, Tanner. I tell you what, I'm gonna let you come back to the Boone's farm, but you're gonna have to start at the bottom. It's 1 gold a week.
I can do that. 1 gold a week.
All right.
He shakes her hand.
Tanner shakes his hand firmly.
I got just one more favor to ask you.
It's not about your daughters now, is it?
Well, actually, Bobo and Toto over there, they could use a date to the square dance.
Now, Mr. Boone, the last time we had this conversation, I felt like you were trying to trick me in some way.
I ain't tricking you this time, Tanner. I don't want you to do nothing with them. They need an escort to the dance, that's all.
I will gladly escort your daughters to the dance, and that is all. Oh, hey, ladies. Yeah. Hey. Okay. Yeah, that's great.
Please
All right.
Please stop saying that, girls.
All right. Hey, girls, let's go down to that dance and do some square dancing.
All right, so Tanner has 2 dates to the square dance. Stanley, you were going to meet up with Claire McCheese. She was supposed to be your date. Buck,
Yep.
who's your date to the square dance?
Ruby.
Spicy.
Oh, Lord.
Well, now I asked Sarah to do it, but on account of it being the Rootin' Tootin' Swashbuckling Jamboree and us owning a business in town, she insisted that she can't leave. Somebody's got to stay and take care of the place, and obviously that's not me, because I'm terrible at business. So,
Yeah.
you know, she insisted, and Ruby obliged that she would be my we're not calling it a date. She would be my partner at the square dance, because we can frankly cut a rug.
Nice.
We've seen you cut a rug. You are fancy out on the floor.
Well, put your gold on old Buck and Ruby, I'll tell you that right now.
He's got fancy feet.
That's right, Chaw.
Buck has fancy feet.
That is very true, Chaw. And you have 20 pounds more than you had yesterday.
I was eating fancy feast.
Okay, I don't know what that is, but
Cha, I don't know if that's human food, but you keep eating that. That'll do just fine.
Okay. I'll see you guys later.
see you,
See you,
Chaw.
Chaw.
See you, Mr. Boone.
And hey, Mr. Boone, thank you again. It's great to be back here. This really feels like home for me.
Nice to have you back, Tanner. I hope you stay on the straight and narrow this time.
I won't disappoint you, sir.
You guys head back to town, and the square dance is getting underway. They have laid down a large dance floor right in the middle of town that goes up to the main stage. All the participants are there, kind of gathered around. The sculpture at the back of the stage has been basically completed, and you can now see that it is a giant 40-foot
Oh my god, that's awesome.
wooden swashbuckling pirate.
Hell yeah.
Holy
How did you do
crap.
that?
Seriously.
It's my stuff.
I want to take a selfie of me and Ruby in front of the swashbuckler.
That I could do.
Bullshit.
I could do that.
Oh my god. I want Tanner with Coco and
Mocha.
what are their names? Coco and Moco?
Coco and Toto. Or no, wait.
Coco and
Bobo
Toto.
and Toto. Okay, so yes, for the audience, you see a bunch of couples out on the dance floor. We got Pony Boy is dancing with Jenny Jebsen. Rose McGill is dancing with Hans Calhoun,
Oh, shit.
Jesus Christ.
who I now see is facing the wrong direction.
A likely story, that dipshit.
Biggs McKinnon is dancing with someone I don't think you guys really know, but she works at the hotel, Keebley Rivers. You see,
Works in air quotes.
correct.
Inverted commas.
You see, Dr. Octavius has made it down here, and he's dancing with Prudence. He looks a little unsteady on his...
Wobbly.
Yeah, he's unsteady.
Obviously.
Vernon is dancing with his wife, Mamie. Tom Nighthawk is dancing with his wife, his bare head. Ezekiel is dancing with Amelia Sarkisian.
His wife, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Josiah is the brother.
Elsie Carter is dancing with some man that you don't know.
Buck's gonna turn to Stanley and say, "Hey, Stanley, is that Levi?"
I was wondering that too, Buck.
That sure is.
Okay.
What is she doing with him?
He's a fat piece of shit.
Yeah, actually, someone needs to describe this guy.
He's a fat piece of shit.
All right. He's basically a fat Italian Western gunslinger. He's got his hand up like he's going, "It's a spicy meatball," and then his other hand is on his hip. And he's got man boobs and a mustache and long hair and a gun that is well below where it should be on his hip. This guy is fucking gross.
All right. I think we need to do just. I think this has been too offensive to a few different
It's a spicy
No,
meatball.
Is it?
nationalities.
That was actually a
It's
perfect
exactly
description.
as offensive as I wanted it to be.
Oh yeah, no, it's perfect. Okay, leave it. We'll do it fucking live.
He's like a fat, gross version of Mario.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's a beastly, bulging individual.
He's about a 42, 48, 54.
Only if he's 5'3".
He is.
Yeah, actually, I like that. Let's say he's like really short. He's
Awesome.
yeah. Let's say
Bring up Elsie Carter one more time. I haven't seen her in a minute.
I always think she's flipping the bird.
Yep, same here.
when you see her, and she sees Stanley, she flips him the bird.
Awesome.
Right back at you.
Also on the dance floor are Grandma Goose and her husband, Gabriel the Kid. You have not seen Gabriel the Kid before.
Jesus.
That is an interesting nickname for that fella.
He looks like he got hit in the face with a sack of nickels when he was young, and it didn't quite heal right.
A hot sack of nickels.
So his deal is he was an outlaw named Gabriel the Kid when he was like 16 years old, but then he never died, so he's still the kid even though he's like 90 years old now.
Awesome.
And then you see Tall Pine dancing with a Native American woman that you have never seen before. Buck might have spotted her when he was at the village, but he doesn't.
Oh, Buck spotted her all right. In a platonic kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
But also slightly carnal.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Up on the stage, you got Cactus Hackett, and he's playing with, I forget their names. It was like Ricky and Mickey or something. They were the other people.
I think that's Vicky Nelson.
Vicky Nelson and the other guy from the poetry contest. They're like the opening band.
I see Claire is here.
Yeah, so Clara, when she sees you guys stroll up, she actually runs over to Stanley. Well, Mr. Clark, I didn't think you were going to show up.
I'm here, Clara. You ready to square dance?
I can't wait for this evening.
And she winks at you.
I took a little bit of that elixir.
Be careful with that.
Let's go. And she
Careful with that stuff.
she grabs you, yanks you out onto the dance floor, and just starts like jitterbugging, even though it's like a slow song.
That's not a thing yet.
Kids are gonna love it.
Tanner, can we dance with Tanner? Can we dance with Tanner? Can we dance? Let's go dance, Tanner. Let's go dance, Tanner. Let's go dance.
Oh yeah, let's go, Coco Bobo. What are your names again? Bobo, Toto, Bobo, Coco.
I'm Bobo, she's Toto. I'm Bobo, she's Toto. She's Bobo. Toto, she's Bobo.
Toto Bobo. Wait a minute, ladies, let's just go.
Let's go.
I got a hankering for some double mint gum.
It's the sisters Boone.
Toto Bobo. Let's get out on that dance floor.
Where's Ruby? She didn't stand me up, did she?
Where is Ruby? So, yeah, Ruby makes a late entrance, but it is worth it. She, even though it's like her profession to look nice, she doesn't normally get like all dolled up. And this time she is just like, she's wearing this beautiful gown and like has very nice makeup and some jewelry. And you are very impressed.
Wee Buck, look at her.
Ruby, you make quite the entrance, my friend.
Oh, thank you, Buck.
May I have this dance?
Absolutely. And you guys head on to the dance floor. I can't even fit you on here. Double dancing with Rose and Hans Calhoun. He's like, hey,
Jesus.
hey, look at me, I'm dancing. Hey.
Good job, Hans.
Still the wrong way.
How do you do this? Whoa! Whee! So the opening band kind of wraps up, and then the Conservancy Ballroom Dixieland Ensemble takes the stage.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
These guys are amazing.
They start playing a dance song for you guys. You've noticed, like, besides the people who are dancing out on the outskirts, you see Lucas Hale is over by the jail. He's just kind of watching the goings on. Over near the bank is Josiah. Near the general store is Sassafras Southern. Give me an observation roll.
All of us?
Yeah.
Buck's rolling on a 75. A 50, a success, if you could believe that.
There's no way Stanley's going to make this twice, but here's a rolling on a 30.
Oh,
A 16.
Oh my god. Tanner's gonna roll on a 70. Rolls himself a 6.
All right.
We are pretty observant tonight, fellas.
except for at Hacksaws.
Okay, so you guys notice different things. Tanner, you notice that down to the southern side of town, Clint Dawson and his buddies are hanging out, and they look drunk. They don't look like they're in a dancing mood. They look like they're here to start trouble.
Clint Dawson, you say?
Yes. And Matchstick and Spittoon and Outhouse.
Okay.
Buck, you notice that the general store is closed and dark. Like there's no one in there and it's not doing any business. This is very odd considering it's right in the middle of the festival. It's right next to the dance floor. It's like everybody could be going in there and getting drinks, and like he's losing out on like a ton of business.
Who owns that?
Slade Blackburn.
Oh, we still gotta talk.
The pervert.
Maybe he's out sniffing undies.
Let's see, Stanley. You notice that Ezekiel has kind of, after the opening band, he kind of bows out with Amelia, and he just, this isn't really his scene. He doesn't really want to do this. He looked very uncomfortable dancing in the first place. So he kind of heads off, probably back to the church. And almost as soon as he's gone, you see Josiah run out. And Amelia's kind of looking around, but like Josiah runs right up to her and grabs her and starts dancing with her. All these couples are kind of, even though they're like stuck on the dance floor right now, they're all like interacting and moving around. And like anytime you go by and Amelia spots you, she's giving Stanley the eyeball. Like she wants to dance with you instead.
All right. I'm winking back at her.
Roll wink.
I don't
know, stealth?
Yeah.
Ooh, roll stealth. Oh, you're gonna get busted.
I've got a 50.
Ooh, you're not gonna get busted.
Roll of 19.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So you guys are winking it up and nobody notices.
All right.
And I'll even throw in that the same thing happens with Elsie.
All right.
Look at this Casanova.
You guys are dancing around. At one point, Octavius actually like falls down on the dance floor, and Prudence goes to help him, and he's like, "Leave me alone, woman!" And she's kind of shocked and taken aback, and he just kind of rolls over and stumbles off the dance floor and heads off, and she starts crying.
Can I roll a console?
Tanner walks over.
You want to dance with us?
Tanner's like, with me and Buck, Prudence, we got on pretty good that first day, right?
What about us? What about us? What about us?
The twins say.
Oh, you can dance too, Bobo and Toto. It's fine.
We can dance if we want to. We can leave our friends behind.
Yeah, that's what we should do. But not you two.
They start twirling off by themselves.
Oh, perfect. So long, ladies.
So basic.
Tanner keeps an eye on them to make sure they don't go too far away because he's got to bring them back to Jackson Boone later before 12 midnight.
Yeah. But basically Tanner is dancing with Prudence now, and she's still kind of crying, and she's like, I don't know why I even tried, Tanner. I'm stupid.
What's wrong, Prudence? No, Prudence, you're great. You're a fine woman. What's wrong?
I pour my heart and soul into that man, and he just doesn't care.
Octavius?
Yeah, I know, it's stupid. I'm stupid.
No, it's all right. Don't worry about that. You know, everybody has somebody else for them. It's fine that you love Octavius. But if he's not treating you right, then, you know, maybe it's time to, you know, move on.
He doesn't even know I exist.
Of course he does, Prudence. Otherwise he wouldn't have been here. Maybe he's just got preoccupied with something. Who knows?
Oh, that part's true.
What's he got preoccupied with?
It's not. I said too much. Let's just dance. Can we just dance?
We sure can, Prudence. That's just fine. I'll roll a psychology if I can.
Sure.
Ooh, this is risky business. Shit.
Well, what are you trying to figure out, or what do you?
To see like what her angle, like obviously she likes him. Does she have any more information on him that she's not divulging? Is he up to anything else that we might need to know about? Is she keeping secrets?
I mean, I can tell you right now, she is keeping secrets. You don't need to roll there.
Is she keeping secrets about Octavius?
Yes.
And herself.
Oh, because of the. All right, I'll roll this because I don't think Tanner knows this, although his handler does.
Okay.
So I'll roll this.
Yeah, that's cool.
Psychology.
Oh,
Fucking
shit.
rolled himself a 99. Tanner oversteps his bounds and goes to pull Prudence in a little too close, and she's like, "Nope."
I don't think I want. I don't think I'm in the dancing mood, Tanner. I'm just gonna go back home.
I'm sorry, Prudence. I misread the situation. You have yourself a good night.
Clint and his boys step up. Look who struck out on the dance floor. If it isn't my old friend Tanner Cole. How's it going, Tanner Cole? Looks like you just struck out. All the boys are like,
Clint, you are such a shit, aren't you? You stupid fuck.
Spittoon, look at this guy. You ever seen someone stupider?
Never in my life.
Oh, Spittoon. If you only knew what your name meant.
What?
You'll get there one day, buddy.
I heard you did something stupid, went back and joined that Boone's farm.
Look, Clint, that wasn't anything stupid. That was totally devised on my part. I was infiltrating your family, and I got all the information I needed to know.
Jesus.
Yeah, you seem like a real mastermind, that's for sure.
You're goddamn right.
Well, I tell you what, it's probably gonna put us on opposite ends of the fence again.
Well, Clint, I got no hard feelings against you, so you stay on your side of the fence and I'll stay on my side of the fence. And as long as our sides of the fence don't come into conflict, I think we'll both be all right.
We put up 2 fences together.
No, Clint.
I'll build a fence,
Ugh.
and then you build a fence, and we'll have 2 fences.
Yep.
And then what's in between the fences?
Well, that's going to be mine, Clint. I'm going to take what's between the fences.
Oh, no, you not. That's mine, what's in between the fences.
Clint, I don't think you
Hold me
understand
back.
how a fence
Hold
works.
me back.
You get what's behind.
Spittoon, you hear this guy? Spittoon didn't hear you. He doesn't hear too good.
Yeah. I just have to get used to my name here.
Spittoon, get that wax out of your ears.
I heard him. I think he's mistaken.
No, Spittoon. Look, at the end of the day, buddy,
I think the term you fellows are searching for is never the twain shall meet,
The twain fences.
perhaps.
The spot between the fences is the twain.
I was thinking taint. Nowhere in the taint.
You guys got something quite special.
At the end of the day, Clint, let's just let bygones be bygones. I'll go my way, you go yours. You built your fence, I built my fence. And that's the end of the chapter, my friend. Again, I got no hard feelings.
Looks like that woman just left you because you got no hard feelings.
Joke's on you.
Yeah, hey, look, man, at the end of the day, we all can't, pick up the ladies like we used to be able to back in the day.
I can pick up anybody.
Oh, yeah? You betcha?
In fact, I think I can pick up those 2 twins over there. Let's go, boys.
Hey, Clint, I bet you can't pick up this Elsie Carter who's out here on the dance floor. I bet you can't pick her up.
No, they've gone over to start dancing with the 2 twins.
God damn it. Why are these guys such fucking pricks today?
The Conservancy Ballroom starts up the traditional square dance song, and people form into lines and begin the dance. While this is happening, Buck, your dancing brings you over to this side, and you dance up with Tall Pine. He says,
Hey, Buck, looking pretty good tonight. Did you get a haircut?
Oh, yeah. Went over to see Hacksaw. Take a little off the top.
Yeah, it looks good.
Thanks, buddy.
I guess all you could do is a little.
Yeah. You don't have that problem, though.
I got plenty.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd like to introduce, this is Blessing Bear.
Blessing Bear. Very nice to meet you.
Blessing Bear, this is Buck McCabe. He's my brother-in-law.
Yep.
And this is Ruby. She works over at the Silver Dollar.
Well, you two make a mighty fine couple.
Thank you, Buck. Having a good time tonight.
That's good, Tall Pine. Hey, I got some, after the dance, I got some things to talk to you about, if that's okay.
Oh, that thing you mentioned. Yeah, We'll head on over after the square dance.
Okay, yeah, there'll be one more pickup too.
Okay, good to know.
Thanks, brother.
In-law.
Brother-in-law.
And you dance up here, and there's Grandma Goose dancing with an older gentleman.
Oh, Buck McCabe, I'm so glad to see you. Grizzle.
Hey.
Oh, Grizzle, who
Yep.
who you dancing with? That's not your wife, Grizzle. Oh, you getting sweet on the ladies, huh?
No. What's her name again?
Grandma Goose.
No, Grandma Goose. Sarah's working at the bar. She couldn't get out, so Ruby's a very dear friend of mine.
Oh, she looks mighty fine tonight. She looks like I did back in Hot Nothing.
Yeah, she does, as a matter of fact. I remember those days when I was eating all that gristle.
Yes, you couldn't get enough, Grizzle. You stuff it in your face.
Yeah, I like that gristle. How you doing, Gabriel?
Oh, Sam. You Sam.
Still living the dream?
You not Sam.
Yep.
Okay, Sam.
Okay.
You out, Grizzle.
I need Tanner and Stanley to roll observation.
Tanner's rolling on a 70. Rolls him a 35.
You're really asking for a lot here. Okay, rolling on a 30. 48.
Okay, so what happens when Tanner gets the observation? You are over here by yourself. You're kind of looking around. You don't have a dance partner at the moment. You're still keeping an eye on the twins who are dancing with, I don't know, Spittoon and Outhouse right now.
Jesus, Bobo and Toto.
And you're disturbed by this, but you see kind of behind you down here.
Yep.
You're looking back behind you and you see what looks like a little girl is standing in the alleyway behind you. And it's weird because she seems to be by herself. She's not with any friends or not with any adults. And she's kind of standing in the dark. You're kind of looking at her. You take a few steps in that direction and you hear her say,
Help me.
Oh, shit.
Help me.
Tanner takes a couple of steps forward and pulls out his revolver.
and kills her.
And thinks, is this like an alley?
Yeah, it's like a dark alley. You really can't see more than like the silhouette of a little girl.
All right. He takes a couple of steps towards, but then backs off,
Help me.
and he's gonna look for Buck real quick and Stanley.
Buck is engaged in conversation with like 6 people over here. Stanley is in the middle of this group of his cohorts.
I see what you've done to me. All right. Tanner would likely walk into the alley and not have pulled his gun, but when he heard help, would have put his hand on his hip and is ready to pull out his gun.
Okay, when you get within like 10 feet of her, she says,
You have to stop him.
Who? Who's that? Who are you? Who's that?
You have to stop him.
Tell me who. Who's that?
and then you get 5 feet closer and you realize that this is a skeleton. It is the skeleton of a little girl with like blonde pigtails, but it almost looks like a wig because it's like on a skeleton.
Oh my God.
And she says,
Who are you?
and then she just dissolves into like a pile of dust, and all that's sitting on the ground is like her hair.
Is the hair actually there?
Yeah.
Tanner walks over and like picks it up and is like, he picks up the dust of her and then her hair as well and is just confused as to what happened.
Help them all. You have to stop him.
And the Conservancy Ballroom starts a new song.